Hey, welcome to Apex Traveler. I want to tell you 11 things that I learned from observation in the Gambia. I learned this observing, learning to understand the culture more. So one of the first things you'll notice that people take their shoes off before entering their house or somebody else's house. It's a cultural thing. That's their way of not tracking dirt in somebody's house, mud, things like that. It's like a sign of respect. Number two, there's no Ubers in the Gambia. The only vehicle service that you can have is the cab service. So everybody, the whole country is at the mercy of cab drivers. If you don't know the prices, they will try to get over you. So it's good to have someone local with you that can navigate you, know the prices, and get you where you need to be. When it rains here, especially during the rainy season, you have to turn off all devices. That's TVs, laptops, and on the outlets they got the little off and on buttons where you can shut the outlet down. So you have to turn all those off, the Wi-Fi box, because if not, lightning can end up striking something outside and blow the whole Wi-Fi box up. I experienced that at my Airbnb and I had to learn a lesson, but luckily the guy replaced it. Number four, during the rainy season, it gets the hottest over here, so do your research before you come, because it'd be real hot and muggy. If you from the southern part of the USA, like desert states or Louisiana, South Carolina, Georgia, you'll pretty much be acclimated to the weather, but inside the house, you have to have a fan on or air conditioning. For us coming from America, we would need that, but the locals, they kind of can bear with the heat because they're used to it. So they might have like a little fan on, but they might run it at certain times of the day. But me from America, I gotta have my fan running the whole time while I'm here. Number five, bring mosquito repellent. Malaria is a real thing across the whole Africa, so be sure to bring mosquito repellent. I'm the type that I was against putting any kind of chemical sprays on my body, but what I did, I got the most naturalist kind as possible. So if you don't wear it, you're gonna regret it. Especially if you're somewhere where you're sitting outside, mingling or whatnot. Mosquitoes they're gonna light you up. And it's not just that they're biting you. You don't know which mosquito could be giving you something. So that's the dangerous part. Number six, just pretty much anywhere you go, but I'm just speaking on the Gambia. It's always best to shop locally at the markets. That's where you'll see the strength of your U.S. dollar go the farthest. If you shop at grocery stores, they do have grocery stores in the Gambia. The prices will be a little higher, much higher than what you'll get from the local markets. So it's best to shop locally, meaning you will be able to cook your own foods. Make sure your Airbnb has a kitchenette, so that way you can prepare your own food. And mine came with the majority of the cooking utensils that I need. The only thing it was lacking was a pot, but you might can buy a pot from a local market or whatnot. Number seven, people in Gambia are very welcoming people. Especially when you meet people they'll tell you welcome, welcome to my country, things like that. Number eight, people will try to overcharge you for things, but it's I was watching a lot of YouTubers and they made it seem like it's an America thing of getting attacked, for price wise. But I'm noticing in the Gambia especially, it don't matter if you from the Gambia or not. They're gonna try you. They're gonna try to charge you extra. So if you don't know the prices, they're gonna get over you, especially cab drivers. Even entering the monkey park, they're supposed to charge I guess like $200 for 2 people, and the guy was trying to charge, I think it was 500. Yeah, I think it was 500. So he was trying to get over like 300 more dalasis. That's what the Gambian money called, Gambian dalasi. So experiencing that, I got one of my videos where they was negotiating the prices. and that kind of blew my mind. I'm like, this is a how can I say, like a government regulated park, and I'm like, the entrance guy is trying to overcharge us to enter in the park. Yeah, so luckily my lady, luckily she knew the price because she'd been there before. So it's all about negotiate. So they negotiate the price back down to what it's supposed to be at. But that kind of blew my mind. I'm like, darn, like, you know, it's crazy. Number 9, don't bring too many white shoes, like all white Air Forces, shoes with a lot of white on it, because majority of these streets are not paved. So you end up getting mud on them, you know, things like that. So they only good to bring, like, if you know you're finna go out for dinner, a dinner date, or maybe a club, or, you know, somewhere, okay, then you can bring those kind of shoes out. So I got a regular pair out. And, you know, here, this is number 9, but like here, you don't have to worry about, well, I'm gonna say the majority of the roads are not paved. So that's why you don't wanna, like, it's most dirt roads. Even though the Airbnb can be looking beautiful, or your hotel can look, well, I don't know about hotels. I've never been at a hotel, but I'm pretty sure when you leave off the property, it'll be the same. Because Gambia is in a developing country, so they're still, you know, in the process of getting roads and things. But definitely don't wear no white shoes. And this is what I'm about to say. This ass, and it's kind of like number 9, but it's still number 10. Like over here, it's not about being the flyest like it is in the USA. Like, it ain't about stepping out and you know, you had your foot on everybody's necks. Because here the majority of people, they walk around regular clothes, like our clothes from the USA still gonna stick out because of the quality. But here people just, some people can be dirty. You know, it's not like everybody just fly like in America. Everybody just striving to be the flyest. People do dress nice. You see the ladies dressing nice, you know, nice dress or whatnot. But the majority, it's not like in America where everybody just wears just a fashion statement everywhere you go. And so you don't have to worry about wearing Gucci, Louis Vuitton, the latest Jordans, blah blah. Even though you can bring those things, you know, that's your clothes, but it's not about that here. Like, you know, and so yeah, number 11. What was number 11? Yeah. Number 11. This is a predominantly Muslim country, so that's another reason. The majority of people wear like Muslim attire. Like the ladies, they, you know, wear the veil and, you know, covered up, and a lot of guys might wear the Muslim type clothing. So it's kind of like a more modest type society. Like, you don't see, you know, everybody, like, you don't see like fashion sense, like a Western fashion sense that's that strong. Even though they wear things, but you don't get that impact. Like, you get like a modest impact. I mean, a modest feeling from this country. So, but yeah, those are the 11 things that I want to touch on from my experience in the Gambia. And I would recommend all Black Americans, whether you and all Black Americans who are descendants of your ancestors was in the slave trade, and you are located wherever you are, Jamaica, Europe, USA, Caribbean, any of those places. If you've never been to Africa before, most definitely come to Africa. And you have to make sure you apply for your visas as well. You know, I don't want nobody booking a flight coming to Africa just because you got a passport. You got to have your visas as well. But so you come see your hometown. You know, make Africa great.